the State of the Black Union, Dick Gregory really moved me and a lot of my friends. I show it to everybody that comes over the house, especially white folks, because they need to hear that, so that they know more about all of us. Because what he said affects all of us. He said something that really hit home about this phenomena of chemtrails. And, when I was a kid, I used to see these trails in the sky all the time. And so, oh, that's cool. A jet just went over. And then you started to see a whole bunch of them. And the next thing you know, everybody in your neighborhood was fighting and arguing, and you didn't know why. Okay? And you really didn't know why. I mean, everybody was fighting. So he started riffing about the chemtrails. And he started to say things that hit home so hard. And I would recommend that everybody try to get what he said online or wherever and try to get a copy of it and just listen to it. Because I was so moved that I had to write the song.
When you leave, with all the hassle, can you have that love? I'm so tired of you black folk walking around looking all evil like that's gonna change something. Looking all mean, talking all crazy. Let them tell you about your children. If I sit here today, and these are all white folks, and they're putting some sleeping pill in my water, and I sit up here and doze off and go to sleep, and everybody told in the world, niggas is lazy. They tired. No, that's because you too naive enough to know what they putting in my water. Okay? Your children ain't violent because they black. They ain't violent. Most people in the world live in a ghetto. They don't kill people. What are you putting in my malt liquor, white boy? What are you putting in? Huh? Hear me. And it's your fault too. Malt liquor is made by white companies but only sold in black neighborhoods, and you ain't checked it to see what's in it. Huh? How much lead are you putting in my neighborhood? Lead affects my thinking capacity. Lead is only one thing on the planet more dangerous than lead, and that's manganese. Manganese will make you kill your mama. And let me tell y'all something. If you want to see the largest homicide rate in the world, it ain't in no black ghetto in America. It's a little town in Australia where them white folks' homicide rate is 200 times what their population is. And that town just happened to be located across the street from a manganese plant. There you go,
Sit back down, Dick. Don't lose that mic here.
That town is located across the street from a manganese plant. How much manganese are you spraying in my neighborhood at night while I'm asleep? How in the world can a 9-year-old child find a heroin man, but the FBI can't find it, and you gonna tell me that's a black thing? Y'all crazy? What is this about? These are the things that need to change while this brother and sisters on their way to the White House. And when you see Hillary and y'all see Brother Barack, thank him for me. And you white folks need to be thankful. Because if y'all had a brother like me, y'all would really be in trouble. That's right. That's right.
I was so moved that I had to write the song. The other thing is the first line of the song says I was born on the same plantation in the United States of the red, white, and blue. And we live in a place now that feels just about like a plantation. We're all indentured servants. When I found out there were 8 presidents before George Washington, I wanted to smack somebody. I wanted to know why I was taught otherwise. Just tell me the whole story. I'll fill in the blanks. But don't tell me something that you think I'm supposed to know.
We're indentured servants and we got a black president now?
Well, I don't vote. I have nothing to do with it. I got no dog in that race.
And for those who would cuss me out and slap me in person if I didn't ask you why?
Well, the reason why is because I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and we've never voted. And that's not to say that I don't think Barack Obama, President Obama, is a very smart individual, and he seems like he means well. Prophecy is what we all have to go by.
What's up, fight fans? I'm J.Cotto. Welcome to J.Cotto's Fight Page. And today we're gonna go off the subject a bit, and I want to talk to you guys about some things that are happening in this world right now, and some things that we need to pay attention to. You know, I'm speaking to you as, let's just say, your brother in life, man. You know, a lot of these things that we think are going on, and all these people supposedly chopping heads off, and that's happened, but it's really not happening. You know, I don't know what you guys follow. I don't know if you guys believe in any higher power. I don't know if you guys pray and stuff. I mean, I can only speak for myself and for a couple of you guys that I know. You know, I happen to believe that you know, there is God, and I also happen to believe that the world is flat, simply because that's what the Bible says. And there are a lot of proofs that has shown me a lot of things, and you guys need to look this up as well. You know, let's start off with this flat earth thing. At first it caught my attention, right? And I'm saying to myself, how can that be? How can this be? You know, we have science and all this, but then I started doing my research, and science really contradicts itself. I gotta tell you guys that much, man. Science really contradicted itself, and all I can say is, well, let's go to rocket launching. When them rockets go up in the sky, they always go up at an 80-degree angle. They never shoot straight up. Now, they tell us the reason why, and they got it all figured out, these fucking guys. Oh, they got this shit all figured out, man. They go and they tell us, well, reason why it does this because there's a certain window, wind gusts and stuff like that in order to leave. Right, okay. And then come to find out that that shuttle never even left. You know, this goes way, way back, man, before us, okay? Even when, as we were children, we go into the classroom, and what happens? What happens, guys? We're programmed. Straight out the belly of our moms, we're programmed. And they show us this globe thing. Then we look at this globe, and then after that globe, they start teaching us what's outside of this globe. Other planets, and there's no such thing, man. Now, before you guys judge, I think you guys should actually do the research and find out for yourselves, man. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's fucking nuts. It's fucking crazy. You know, there have been a lot of passages that have come to pass, and there are a lot of passages that are happening now. You know, all these wars, everybody's supposedly fighting in all these countries, but and then, you know, it's all a lie. It's a lie coming from the people that are trying to scare us. The people that are trying to keep us in check, the people that have told us that there are planets and there are no, I mean, to actually tell us that there's nothing else out there but just us. And then the sun. They say the sun's 3 million miles away, but yet we feel it as if it's on our neck. I think the flat Earth theory makes it a little more correct and makes much more sense. Simply because, I mean, think about it. You've got all of these. Okay, you've got all of these proofs right in front of you. You know, first of all, they supposedly launched satellites up there. There's like 25,000 satellites up there. So when they give us live feeds, why don't we see the other satellites? How come there aren't any satellites fucking crashing from the sky? And at the same time, since the sun is right there, right? Since the sun is so big, and you know, so why is it that it hasn't, we haven't seen any satellites coming from the sky burning or crashing, right? Then they say that they've been to the moon, but then there's a lot of footage to the research. There's a lot of footage of the format. What is it? Director Stanley Kubrick or something like that. He was the director of that whole thing for national television and stuff. That, you know, when we went to the moon, it's all fake. It was done in a studio. There's proofs. Look it up. Do the research, guys. Wake up, man. Pull the plug from out the back of your head. You know what I'm saying? You guys have to start looking at subliminals and make them obvious for yourself. And when people like myself are talking, it's simply because it was possibly God sent to wake you up. You know what I mean? You know, people could say that the Bible's been tampered with and everything, but there's one thing that people can't deny. Things have been happening. If you read the Bible, you will see that things have been happening. Only thing that needs to happen right now is us seeing crazy shit that's out of the ordinary. And I'll tell you right now, every day I wake up, I see different shit in different people, man. Soon these things will be manifesting, and what are we gonna do? You know what I mean? You know, they talk clones. You know, they talk about these clones walking around, and it makes you wonder why are these people acting weird? These celebrities, and you know, and yo, people that have come out and said that they were clones and clones are malfunctioning, and yo, I'm starting to believe this shit. I haven't seen one for myself, but at the same time, this explains and it makes sense as exactly why people would act fucking crazy. And all this Luciferian doctrine shit going around, you know, there's a lot of things going around, guys. Within the music, you know, it was all an agenda, man. It's all an agenda. Now there's a gay agenda. There's a gay agenda now. Now there's a trans agenda. Now they're trying to make everything trans friendly. They even got, it's crazy. And it's all because of these people. They're that way. Now, the reason why I put Prince, speaking of chemtrails, and also Professor Dick Gregory, is because these other people that are telling us. It's funny that, may he rest, Prince is passed, but at the same time, he just got his catalogs from Warner Brothers, and they killed him. That's what that, you know. And then Michael Jackson, when he got his catalogs from Sony, a couple of months later, they killed him. I mean, it's crazy. It's fucking nuts. It's nuts. You have to believe, man. You have to believe. In the Bible, they, you know, spoke of these factions, these groups, you know, the secret government, these people that do these things. These celebrities are dying because it's getting closer to the Antichrist to come, so they need blood sacrifices. They need to do these rituals. And these guys have already sold their souls and cloned themselves over and over. Yo, they do crazy shit to their clones, man. This is why they clone them. This is why they kidnap these kids out here and they clone them so these people could do crazy shit. It's fucking crazy, man. They've killed a lot of conspirators out there that have gotten, you know, recordings and proofs and everything, man. And I haven't been able to sleep easy because these things have been happening. You know, all these things have been happening and all these things have been coming to fruition, bro. And I'll tell you guys, you know, I got love for each and every one of y'all. I'm just trying to wake y'all up. We can go on with boxing, of course, but at the same time, when it comes to living life after boxing and after everything else, excuse me, people have to be awakened, man. I'm one that I'm real. You know what I mean? And most of you guys who fuck with me, and as well follow hashtag come back to boxing, you know, I fuck with you guys too. Hopefully one day, I'll meet up with you guys and we'll hang out or whatever. But the way things are going, man, I don't think that's gonna happen simply because these people plan to ruin our lives, to control our lives, to take things that we want. And we're modern day slaves, man. We're modern day slaves. We don't even get to see all of our money. How the fuck is it they get a percentage of a free land that God gave us? It's just crazy. This here, you guys have to look at things as fucking crazy. This is what I believe. I believe that they've twisted everything that they've taught us. You know what I mean? From the Greek gods, and I think all of that existed. There's also been this discoveries of large, huge fucking bones of fucking giants, just like it says in the Bible. In those days, there were giants, and they covered up all the evidence, and the Smithsonian and the government, and they all conspired together. And every time an archaeologist finds something spectacular, that's what they do. That's what they do. They take it. So it goes to show you, man. These people are trying to do something, and I also see it as that they're also trying to hide God from us. They're trying to hide the truth from us. You know what I mean? Now, all of these concepts, and if you think it's a concept that the Earth is flat, well, think about this, man. If we're spinning so fucking fast, and the only thing that evens it out is just one thing, gravity, really? It's funny how the oceans don't swirl. They just come back and forth like water would on a flat earth. This is exactly what I'm saying, man. That once you learn the truth about that, you learn the truth about God, you learn the truth about everything, and that's for real, man. Guys, I kid you not. This is the last time that I'm ever gonna do a video like this. It's just simply because something came into me and told me that I needed to let you guys know about shit that's going on like this. You know what I mean? The media is basically, and what really got me pissed off, and also just gave me a jolt, because they lie too. They can tell us that there's like a trillion people dying overseas, like they say, and it's not happening. I have a friend, okay? I have a friend, a very good friend of mine, and he lives in the part where there's supposed to be turmoil. And I'm not going to tell you exactly where he lives, but he's around that region. And I tell you right now, nothing. He called me and told me there's nothing going on, Jeff. This is bullshit. They're lying. You see, propaganda. All that shit makes money. You scare people, makes money. Makes money. Scare people to work more, to want more houses, to get away. And then what happens? As they go away, they charge us for our house, and then we get away to a suburb somewhere away from the city because we think people are gonna get crazy. You see what I'm saying? Now they're trying to do some shit where they're gonna start passing aliens and shit like that on us. Soon they're gonna say aliens or an asteroid or something. Something's coming, man. Something really fucked up is coming. And I just, God bless each and every one of y'all, man. I hope everybody understands that, first it was Pearl Harbor, now it was 9/11, and something now is going to be devastating, and people just gotta hold on, man, have faith and just pray and speak with the Lord when you have to. You know what I mean? You guys have to speak with the Lord when you have to. I don't mean to get all spiritual with you guys, but at the same time, you have to know the truth. You have to know that things like this will happen. As to people not telling us the truth, as to people holding really, it's just fucked up. And this is why, if you get a chance, man, talk. There is a God, man. You know what I'm saying? You get into trouble, you doing anything that's bringing you into some type of some type of trouble, and you just don't, you just can't really, you can't really get over anything. Just talk to God, man. You know what I'm saying? Because these things, when you learn the truth and it becomes devastating, it's hard to swallow. You know what I mean? And I rather hear that God is right instead of these guys are right. These guys are lying to us, man, putting backwards lyrics and shit to everybody and stuff like that, and trying to brainwash people. You know what I mean? And there's just people got to be aware. You got to be conscious, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people want to get famous, but there are things that you have to do. Don't do it. There are things also as creepy as, I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna have to, because it's fucking crazy. They're saying shit like, when they do these sacrifices and shit like that, they take the bodies and stuff like that, and they grind them up and they put them in McDonald's, man. Put them in McDonald's burgers and shit like that. I don't eat that stuff, but it's funny. There's a lot of experiments on the meat and all that stuff, and it's crazy what you would find, man. I kid you not, I lie to you not, guys. This was something that hit me, and I had to let everybody that follows hashtag come back to boxing know. Why? Because this is the truth, man. I'm gonna put up that little interview with that fucking that guy, that sick bastard from one of the elites coming out and tell you, because then they're coming out and they're letting everybody know it's all obvious, because the end is coming, man, guys. Anyway, God bless. Stay vigilant. I'm gonna leave you guys with that fucking sick bastard. That sick bastard's interview, Finkelstein, that bastard. And don't mean to scare anybody. Just want to wake you up. God bless. Stay vigilant. Until the next boxing report, guys. Hashtag come back to boxing.
J.B. Finkelstein. He's off the east coast of the United States, who's going to be joining me tonight. Rabbi A.B. Finkelstein, as I said, a rabbi off the east coast of the United States. Are you there with me tonight? Shalom, I am here. There's a lot of rumors and conjecture that's taking place across this country relating to the Jewish population, okay? Okay. The masses have a hard time believing anything. Well, we've done a great brainwashing job on them over the centuries, and especially the last few hundred years. We've just brainwashed them completely. They believe anything we tell them. And, in the meantime, we have a lot of fun around Passover where we steal the children. I mean, we steal 100 to 300,000 children a year just here in this country, and we drain the blood and we mix it with the Passover bread, and then we throw the bodies into the slaughterhouses that we own, and we grind up all the bodies in the sausage and the hamburger. McDonald's is one of our favorite outlets, and the people, they eat them for breakfast, they eat their children for lunch, and as Jews, we gotta do what we do. It's over for you, white race. So that's why I'm speaking so honestly here, to bring it out into the open so that you can see it for what it is. You've been teaching the people real good, but they don't wake up, do they? Because that's why we can do whatever we want to do, and we can get away with it because the white men are cowards, and we go to the synagogue all the time and have some manischewitz and dance the Hava Nagila. It's not